Hey everyone, so I thought I would have another chat about artist block. So hang on tight. Howdy, howdy everyone. This is Clara Lawrence, and I thought I would have another chat about artist block. Now, I'm overcoming an artist block that lasted for about 3 years for me. And every so often, could be a situation you overcome or that happens to you recently, or possibly even an emotional memory. Sorry about the little void there. Hubby's refrigerator's getting fixed. Anyway, an emotional memory pops up, or I don't know, just something that triggers that moment or that event will happen. And you can find yourself getting a little mini artist block, after you've worked really, really hard to overcome it. So I kind of had that happen to me recently, lasted for a couple weeks. So what I did is some very simple things. First off, and I always say this over and over again, don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up with it. Just keep on pushing forward the next day and try again the next day. And eventually it will pull through. As long as you show up and your heart's there and your determination is there, you will come out of this. So what I did is I kind of went back to things that I know for sure. And I don't want to say they're easy projects for me to work on, but yeah, kind of easy projects. Whether it would be creating some resin art. I did a bunch of dirty pours, and kind of a go-to thing for me is colors. I get inspired by colors. A big inspiration comes from colors. And so I just played with that. I kept it simple for myself, and the colors were the main focus for me. And I did a whole series of trays with dirty pours and resin. And I'm trying hard not to walk on the dog. She likes to curl up wherever I'm at. Anyway, so if you notice on my YouTube site, there was a bunch of dirty pours, and that was around that period, and that's okay. I've got a couple big projects ahead of me, and they're kind of looming over my shoulders. It's like, I need to work on this. I need to work on this. But I don't want to be hard on myself too. So I just keep on trying the next day. And it's like, okay, I'm not there yet. So I continue to work on more projects. I continue to do another dirty pour. Or maybe I'm working on like my YouTube channel. And so I start working on another segment of it. There's so much to learn. If you ever put a YouTube channel out there, all the different like analytics and all the things you can add to your videos, and just, research and things like that. And depending on how deep you want to get into it, it can be a lot of work, and it can also be a lot of habits that come into play instantaneously, once you've learned things. I'm kind of nervously walking around my studio. I do that when I chat. So that was also something else I did. I explored YouTube a little bit further. I got into the layers a little bit more and a little bit more. So that was a cool thing. It was something I needed to do anyway. This was a good time to do it. So do that. Go towards let me try that again. Let me get that sentence in my head really good. Keep on moving forward towards the direction you want to go into. My goal for myself, let's see if I can is on the fridge there, is to explore. Let's see if I can get closer. I don't know if it'll focus. Dink. Well, hopefully you can read that. It might even be in reverse. Who knows? But let's see. I can go and read this. Explore deep the artist that is within me. And another part is to create an income and to support my hubby, or maybe possibly become the main source of income. Create many eggs to yield this income. In other words, not have it all in one location. Spread yourself out a little bit. And surround myself with like-minded people to network, support, and mentor me. So that's what I've been doing. So all of those things are going towards my goal to be an artist. That's the ultimate goal. I'm already an artist, but I've never really completely opened my wings up and discovered where my art's going to lead. So that's where I'm going right now. The kids are out of the house. They're safe. We've overcome a lot of tragedies. They're moving on. They're healthy. And so now it's me time. Big time. So that's what we're doing. And so if I can't be me with doing artwork, I'm going to work on those other things that help support me as an artist. So it's still working towards my goal. So hopefully that helps out as far as if you get a block and you can't create, that's okay. Keep doing the things that help you create, whether you've got like a store on Etsy, maybe it's putting the artwork that you've already created up on the store that you've kind of been putting on the back shelf because you know you need to sell it, but you're having too much fun creating art in the first place. So that would be a good time to do that kind of stuff. And be okay with it and keep on trying to show up the next day and the next day. And it's like, if you're unavailable to create, then be supportive with your creations. Ooh, that's a good phrase. Anyway, so just wanted to share that with you. So I also want to insert something else. If you also can't art, it's a good time to go through your studio and clean up your mess. My art studio was a hot mess. And let's see if I can pan around a little bit. Okay, I got a little neat piles now. But I mean, every surface area of my studio was being utilized for some sort of art form. I had no space on my tables or I had a couple of these little tables around coated with stuff because I was too busy doing stuff. So I needed to put all that away and get organized. The other thing I'm doing is I'm also going through, let's see, I'm going to have to walk backwards here. I know I talked in my Let's Chat video, which was at the beginning of the year, end of the year, one of those two. Anyway, and I'm going through and I'm changing my focus. So I used to do a ton of quilting. And so the quilting is now going on the back burner and is now becoming, I guess, quilting for, you know, like gifts, family, friends, that kind of thing. Or presents, that kind of, you know, a sentimental kind of thing. So my main focus is art. So I shifted my closet area, which I know doesn't sound like much, but what it does mean is that the bulk of my stuff, when it used to be quilting, is now reduced down to like this much. And now the bulk of it supports the art direction and my goals that I want to go towards in the future. So I was able to do that. And I've got a huge, let's see, can I turn this down? Let's see if I can pan down. Huge pile over here full of fabrics and stuff that I'm letting go. So it's a little scary, but it's also really exciting too, because when you decide you want to go towards a direction and releasing and letting go of things that hold you back, the more and more you let those things go, the lighter you feel. So that's kind of a helpful thing to help get you out of a funk. You know, it takes that weight off your shoulders of something that's like, I've been meaning to do this, or you just do a reality check. Have you done anything in the past like 4 or 5 years? That's an easy question. If it's no, let it go. It's okay. Or give it to somebody who can do something about it. And if that journey of like you end up having too many piles all over the place of, well, I'll give this one to this person, this one to this person, this one to this person, and you find that they're still hanging around, just go ahead and let the whole thing go and donate it to Goodwill or something like that, and just get that off your shoulders. It does help out a lot. So I wanted to throw that in there too. So paring down or getting really focused in the direction you want to go to is very healthy. So, all right, later. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but definitely hit the bell because you don't know what I'm going to put up next. Later, y'all.